挑戦だ。おいしい?
This is a bit intimidating to tell you, but I feel like I can share now. I used to have a serious eczema ever since I was born up until 15 years old. It's improved a lot, but I still have a very sensitive skin, so taking care of gut health is inevitable. Simple things I do for gut health are sleep well, eat fermented food regularly, and use a variety of ingredients including both soluble and insoluble fiber. Let me share breakfast by showing you how I manage my gut health. For Monday, I have a brown rice miso soup with loads of vegetables, cabbage and carrots, pickles, and tofu salad topped with simmered hijuki called Hijuki no nimono in Japanese. Let's start with the Hijuki. Hijuki is a type of seaweed which includes iodine and calcium in it. Soak Hijuki for 1 hour. You need a large bowl since it's gonna expand into at least triple the volume. Rinse and drain. Hijuki has a unique seaweedy smell, so make sure to rinse them well. To the pan on medium heat, add oil along with Hijuki seaweed. Cook it for a couple of minutes just to evaporate the excess moisture. Add shredded carrot and cooked mixed beans. It's also popular to add the thin fried tofu, which is known as aburage in Japanese. I'm assuming not many of you have access to this, so either one is fine. Add kombu stock, sugar, mirin, and soy sauce. Continue to cook it on medium heat until almost all the liquid is absorbed. The exact measurement is listed on my blog. The link is in the description box. This is gonna last 5 days in the fridge, so I made this on Sunday meal prep. I also made cabbage and carrot pickle, which is the one from my vegan Japanese cookbook. Cabbage is abundant now in Japan. Spring cabbage tends to have a softer leaves and it's sweeter compared to the other seasons, so I love to make the most use of goodness by eating raw food such as making pickles or salad. We use a substantial amount of cabbage for this, but it shrinks down to half. It's a great recipe when you buy a whole big cabbage and don't know how to use it up. The salad is the one, the longer it sits, the bolder the taste would be. I recently learned the vinegar will maximize the nutrients absorption of minerals, so this tartness not only contributes to the taste but also nourishing for our body. I can't skip miso soup. This time I added onion, carrot, sweet potatoes, and shiitake mushrooms. Add dashi packets, then steep for 5 minutes. Discard the dashi packet and continue to cook until the vegetables are softened. Off the heat and dissolve the miso paste. By the way, if you're looking for a Japanese dashi, the Kokoro Care package will send you a dashi box that comes with the kombu, bonito flakes, and dashi packet. It's international shipping, so feel free to check out their website. The link is in the description box. Top Hijuki seaweed and shredded okra. I don't know the pronunciation of it. On top of tofu. This Hijuki itself is a very savory, so it acts as a dressing. Heat up some brown rice kept in the freezer and the breakfast is ready to be enjoyed. I love these bowls made by Japanese makers. It motivates me to cook more. As you can see, miso soup is the only thing I cooked in the morning. The rest is just reheating or assembling. Meal prep always saves our life and guides us towards the direction we want. I have a meal prep video and ebooks, so I hope that helps. fermented food from the miso soup, tons of fiber from the side dishes, soup and brown rice, which all contributes to our gut health. Monday is the day my breakfast is the most fancy throughout the week, all thanks to meal prep. Towards the end of the week, my breakfast will not be so staged or Instagrammy, so let me show you that version of it. On Wednesday, when most of us are quite tired and drained of energy, and so am I, so I decided to cook mochi. To be honest, my kids are not fans of mochi, but I have lots of leftovers from New Year, so I need to use them up. It's a Japanese custom to eat mochi on New Year for the celebration. I don't know how many of you are Japanese watching this and have the same problem as me. Let me know in the comment section. And do you guys have any particular food to eat on New Year? Let me know in the comment section also. I always enjoy learning about the culture in your country. I just pan fry it for 5 minutes on each side or until it becomes puffy like this. I didn't add any oil, by the way. We're gonna make two flavors. One is soy sauce and nori seaweed combo called isobeyaki in Japanese. Just dunk it into the soy sauce and wrap it with the nori seaweed. The other one is coated with some kinako powder together with your favorite sweetener. We call it kinako mochi in Japanese. Kinako is roasted soybean powder. Mochi itself doesn't have much nutrients, so I added loads of veggies and tofu into my miso soup to fill it up. If you are giving mochi to toddlers, please be careful. There's a risk of might get choked if they can't chew enough.
Why do everyone like mochi so much? Taste? Chosen da. Oishii? かじってみてちゃんと。せーの。ほら。美味しいんだ。意外や意外。海苔餅は嫌いだけどこっちは好きなんだ。きなこの餅は好きなん？なんで海苔の餅はダメなの？
だってさ、なんかね、海苔だけだとさ、なんかさ、美味しくないの？美味しくないから。
お醤油もついてるよあれ。
だけどやだの。
やなんだ。
On Friday, we had my version of pizza toast and miso carrot soup. Slice onion and garlic and cook them over medium heat until it's caramelized. I used salted rice mold as a replacement for salt, but just salt is totally okay. Splash some water as needed to deglaze the pan. When I buy bulk of onion, I make this on the weekend so that I can make soups, stir fry, or add on top of the salad. It's so easy, but adds sweetness and smokiness to any dish. Highly recommend to make one for your meal prep. Now all we have to do is assembly and toast. On your favorite bread, spread some mustard. I use Japanese mustard, but I don't recommend this since it was hard to spread. Any spreadable type of mustard will work better in this recipe. Then this caramelized onion. Make sure to add generously, followed by sliced cherry tomatoes and cheese. Put it in the oven or toaster until the cheese melts. A couple weeks ago, I showed you this miso carrot soup. I kept leftovers in the fridge, so again, I just reheated it. This contains carrot, onion, tomato, beans, and soy milk, so it covers all desired nutrition at once. Some of you ask me, Miwa, how you can eat that much amount in the morning? I barely have any appetite in the morning. I've been there until I became a mom. I was working at the corporate when I was still in 20s, almost 10 years ago. The time flies. Back then, I often eat out with coworkers or clients late at night, so I didn't feel hungry at all in the morning. But ever since I have a kid and especially started breastfeeding, I always wake up with this intense hunger in the morning. I have been living according to my kids' schedule, which is dinner at 6 p.m. and going to bed around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. at latest. I usually doze off with kids, so automatically I have at least 12 hours of fasting. My biggest meal is breakfast and I eat less towards the end of the day. That's just been my lifestyle for the last 7 years. If you want to eat more in the morning, my advice to you is try to eat less at night or eat earlier at night. You might eventually start to feel hungry in the morning. I recently had this comment. It was too good not to be shared, so here it is. Dear Miwa, I would like to thank for sharing your journey to better health with us. Thanks to you, I've incorporated more fermented foods into my daily meals and I've noticed a significant change. Yay! I used to have a chronic sinus infections and nothing would help me. I don't have access to the same fermented foods as you do in Japan, but I started to using what is available where I live, like chore or sauerkraut. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's been only a month since I started eating these foods regularly and my symptoms have improved exponentially. I'm not yet 100%, but I no longer need to take any medicine. For me, that is huge. This made me smile. I love hearing these stories. It's not because of me, but all because of your effort. I know for many of you, the ingredients I introduce here are not available, but like what she does, always adapting the way of what works for you is valuable. I'm trying to create recipes which many of you can replicate as much as possible, but if you can share the substitution for specific Japanese condiments in the comment section, many people might appreciate that. Thank you for your support and this beautiful community. So I think that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching and see you on the next one. Bye bye. Mata ne.